Last week, Tucker reported on the biggest story of the year, the biggest story. Liberals have run out of racist statues to take down, so they've now moved on to racist trees. In the California desert, the city of Palm Springs wants to chop down a grove of 60-year-old tamarisk trees that stands between a golf club and a black residential neighborhood. If you're thinking, hey, wait a minute, aren't liberals supposed to be tree huggers? Well, yes, unless you're planting a racist tree. The city believes these trees were planted with racist intent. Others say it was to prevent some chap sauntering in his +4s from calling for his niblick and chipping that golf ball straight through your window. But that's always the cover for racism, isn't it?
People don't go out and say, we're doing this for a racist reason. They go out and say, we're going to give you landscaping. In fact, we're going to landscape you right out of existence. And oh, by the way, these trees are going to protect you from golf balls.
So just like race, golf balls flying through your kitchen window is a social construct. Don't worry about it. The tamarisk is now the Robert E. Lee of trees. It's Robert E. Tree. And liberals suddenly have no more desire to hug that tree than they do to hug Charlie Rose or Matt Lauer. The tamarisk is not just racist, it's nasty.
The African American, the black families whose properties are adjacent to those trees, and if you've done any research on the tree, you'll know that's one of the nastiest trees around, and it's also been declared an environmental disaster by the federal government.
What?
They grow to be 60
because
feet
it's
tall,
a wait, no, slow down. Now, well, hold on. Now, hold on. Because that tree is a foreign tree, you're calling it nasty?
So to invert Barbara Walters, if this tree were a celebrity, what celebrity would it be?
I am a nasty woman.
The tamarisk is nasty and foreign. But wait a minute, as we just heard, in California, everything's foreign. An illegal immigrant can get a driver's license, free health care. An unlawful immigrant can practice law in California. The one thing he can't do is stand on the edge of a golf course covered in foliage. On that, everyone's a nativist.
Okay, so are you a nativist now?
And when it comes to vegetation, absolutely. Eucalyptus trees have become a real problem with tipping over in the storm.
So liberals are in favor of open borders for people, but not for trees. Tamarisks are found all over the Muslim world, but this is one Muslim ban they're willing to support. When you come to America, you can bring your prayer rooms, your hijabs, your mosques, your Sharia law, but you'll better leave your tamarisk back in Tamariskistan. Not in my stand, says California. You can have your choice of female head cover, but not of tree cover. You have to assimilate with American trees. Because just like certain excitable young men of an extremist persuasion, the tamarisk is prone to self-combust.
Tamarisk trees themselves have been explosive during these fires that have been happening. So not only do we have the aspect of the traditional, the origin of the planting of these trees being to separate the black and people of color community across the street after their homes were demolished, by the way, by the city of Palm Springs under racist conditions.
So just like a Klansman, the tamarisk stands on your lawn and sets everything alight. As the old Christmas carol says, "O tamarisk, how racist are thy branches." What can we replace the tamarisk with? A nice stand of eucalyptus?
I think your guest last night mentioned eucalyptus, so it's interesting your guest tonight is saying no eucalyptus.
Democrats a decade ago, more trees, less bush. Democrats now, less trees, more open space to keep an eye on Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey. Now, you might think liberals have finally flown the coop launching this war on trees. They're literally out of their tree. But what if they're right? What if this really is the root cause? What if trees are racist? Here are the three most forested states in the Union. And here are the whitest states in the Union. Coincidence? Americans are spending hundreds of billions of dollars to attend college, but is it worth it? Tucker will be back after the break to talk to a professor who says sending everyone to college is a huge mistake.